Our time in Bubaneshwar was relatively short but jam-packed. We started with a quick jaunt from Puri and got right into a site at the top of our list.
We're just headed to the Udaygiri and Khandagiri hills. These are cave temples that were built in the 2nd century, so they're nearly 2,000 years old. Got the tickets, now we're going in.
The Udaygiri and Khandagiri caves are situated on 2 adjacent hills that they are named after. They have a number of finely and ornately carved caves built during the 1st century BC. It is believed that most of these caves were carved out as residential blocks for Jain monks during the reign of King Kharavela.
Lots of things burning, coconut husks, sticks, incense, so there's a haze in the air. Lots of bells sounding, lots of trinkets for sale, lots of interesting people just hanging about, taking it all in, and that's what we're doing too. So let's move on to another site that's just across the way here. The other half of the Khandagiri and Udaygiri caves. Looks like a bigger cave complex over on that side.
Udaygiri means Sunrise Hill and has 18 caves, while Khandagiri has 15 caves. The most notable of this group was a double-storied monastery. In Udaygiri, the caves are well known for their historically important sculptures and reliefs. Khandagiri offers a fine view back over Bubaneshwar from its summit.
The Twin Hills contain excavated rock-cut caves called Lena in the inscriptions and are essentially dwelling retreats of the Jaina ascetics. There are altogether 18 caves in Udaygiri and 15 caves in Khandagiri Hill. These caves were excavated by Kharavela and his successors in the 1st century BC.
The Ananta cave depicts carved figures of women, elephants, athletes, and of course, geese carrying flowers.
So they're sloped up toward the back so that people can sleep.
It was started in 200 BC and finished in about the 10th century overall after some modifications. It went through some wars, went through some repurposing. It's been re-excavated as much as 1200 years ago. But it's pretty interesting. All of the ends of it kind of have a curb inside, like a smooth sloping curb, and that is for people to lay their heads, so it was functioning sort of as a pillow. The floor is kind of scooped out, so you could kind of lightly lay in like a fetal position or on your back with your legs ever so slightly elevated and your head sort of slightly elevated as well. Interesting spot. True to the Jain way of carving stuff out of rock, here we are. Let's go up to the second level now and check that out.
A place for water to drain.
Some trenches for the water to flow out. It's pretty nice. Looks like there was gutters all through it. Channel that water away. Very interesting. A lot of the carvings over time have had their faces and intricate details sheared off or have been broken. Still a lot of cool craftsmanship here and really neat carvings.
So the kiddies could get from place to place. Kiddie tunnel.
The amount of carvings and crafted details here were staggering. Each cave includes inscriptions detailing their purpose, such as details about who the pavilion or complex is dedicated to, and in whose honor. And there are lovely walking paths behind the cave complexes where the fallen magenta-hued flowers struck a lovely contrast against the rock and earth. It was quite serene, while still bearing all the usual sounds of India, let's call it.
What would this rent for in Vancouver?
It's a guest house.
Oh, well then it's $5 or $6K a month.
Like any good attraction in India, it had monkeys. I saw the monkeys politely requesting and partaking in drinking people's water from their bottles. As you know, I do not feed wild animals, and you shouldn't either. But I enabled a respectful interaction to give them water after so many seemed so thirsty. There wasn't water around, and they were so polite at the same time. In In our next video, we take a look at Dolly Hills and other sites around Bubaneshwar as we get ready to move northward thereafter.